Welcome to Iraqi Dinar News, your trusted destination for accurate and timely updates on the Iraqi dinar, Vietnamese dong, and the rapidly evolving global currency market. As of the current date in the USA, today's update carries major weight. What you're about to hear is no longer speculation or rumor. For years, we've followed every whisper and back-channel report. But this time, the message is loud, clear, and official. Prime Minister Mohammed Shia al-Sudani has confirmed on national television what dinar holders around the world have waited over a decade to hear. Iraq's revaluation process has officially begun, and it's already being implemented at the institutional level. In a speech broadcast live across Iraq and immediately picked up by international media, former Prime Minister Sudani made a clear declaration: Iraq has entered Phase 1 of its long-anticipated currency revaluation. The announcement was not vague, nor hidden in bureaucratic jargon. It was direct and backed by action. The Central Bank of Iraq, supported by regional partners and major global institutions, has activated the plan to reset the dinar's value in a phased and internationally supervised manner. For investors and believers who've held on through years of uncertainty, this is the moment they've been waiting for. Sudani pointed to several key milestones that laid the foundation for this transition: Iraq's post-conflict stabilization, increasing reserves in both gold and US dollars, growing regional trade, and a redesigned financial system capable of supporting an asset-backed and globally accepted exchange rate. According to the Prime Minister, the dinar is no longer shackled by internal suppression or outdated monetary systems. Instead, it will now begin reflecting Iraq's actual economic potential. And within minutes of his address, Iraqi financial institutions published documents confirming revised exchange rates being used in specific international transactions. These aren't speculative figures shown on a forex graph. These are formal rates being applied to oil agreements, trade contracts, and institutional transfers, proof that the revaluation is underway in practice, not just in theory. Now comes the part that's creating a massive stir. Initial reports coming from inside Iraqi banking circles suggest that some early revaluation rates used in state-level contracts are being honored at around $3.47 per 1 IQD. To give perspective, for years the dinar floated around 1,300 IQD per USD, a value many experts saw as artificially low. That time appears to be over. Iraq is reintroducing its currency to the global economy, not as a remnant of its troubled past, but as a revitalized financial instrument backed by real value and international cooperation. However, it's important to clarify that while the revaluation is active, it is not yet publicly available at retail banks. The current phase is limited to structured institutional transactions, authorized interbank transfers, and government-level settlements. For everyday dinar holders, the next steps depend entirely on preparation, validation, and adherence to the structured rollout that Iraq's financial leadership has put in place. Those working with certified currency professionals or who have been previously registered through licensed platforms may already be receiving notifications. In fact, we've received several confirmations from sources within the U.S. banking sector indicating that Tier 1 institutions, including Bank of America and Wells Fargo, are quietly preparing for private appointment scheduling. Due to regulatory obligations and legal protocols, these banks are not making public announcements, but internal memos are being circulated among pre-vetted clients. This is no longer about speculation. This is now about precision. Structured payouts, tiered exchange rates, and appointment scheduling are the mechanisms being used to ensure compliance, transparency, and security during this transition. But this also comes with a strong advisory. Don't act out of fear or hype. The biggest mistake anyone can make now is walking into a branch unprepared or rushing into an unofficial deal. What matters now is strategy. Without proper documentation, legal understanding, and a financial roadmap, individuals risk being taken advantage of, or worse, falling into scams. Work with licensed professionals. understand your tax liabilities, protect your capital. The goal is not just to exchange. It's to make the most of this once-in-a-generation opportunity and build secure long-term wealth. Inside Iraq, the changes are already visible. Government workers have reported an increase in the purchasing power of their salaries. Ministries such as oil, trade, and finance have started using the new exchange rate in both local and international agreements. This is more than just paperwork. It's implementation across all levels of public finance. One of the clearest indicators that this shift is real lies within Iraq's banking infrastructure. State-run financial institutions are now recalculating internal ledgers. Customer balances, outstanding loans, and payment systems are being adjusted to reflect the new dinar valuation. This isn't theoretical. It's happening in real time, on the ground, under the direction of financial authorities. Iraq is not merely talking about currency reform. They are executing it. What's even more significant is the simultaneous launch of a nationwide public education campaign. Prime Minister Soudani emphasized that this transition must be secure and it must benefit all Iraqis, not just foreign investors or the politically connected. The campaign is aimed at guiding citizens on how to navigate the revaluation safely. This includes how to identify legitimate exchange centers, avoid black market traps, and engage with the new digital financial tools being introduced. It's a signal that Iraq is preparing its population, not just its institutions, for a new economic era. At the heart of this transformation is Iraq's rollout of its new digital platform, the Dinar. This is more than just a digital version of cash. The Dinar represents a full integration of blockchain-backed, traceable, and secure currency infrastructure. It's designed to allow fast, verifiable transactions both domestically and internationally, providing a secure environment for trade, investment, and public spending. Officials say this system will help curb corruption, reduce inflationary pressure, and attract foreign capital by making Iraqi financial systems compatible with global standards. Through the Dinar, Iraq aims to position itself as a serious financial contender in the Middle East. The country is opening its doors for business, leveraging real assets, improved governance, and a newly stable currency. For years, international investors observed Iraq from a distance, hopeful but cautious. Many quietly accumulated dinar, unsure of when or if their patience would pay off. That time, it seems, has arrived. But it's important to remember, this is just the beginning. As excitement builds, one question continues to rise among holders. When can I go to my bank and exchange? The answer depends on multiple variables: location, banking relationships, regulatory readiness, and individual documentation all play a role. Phase 1 is focused entirely on institutional activity. Public access will follow, but not all at once. It is expected to be offered in structured waves, by scheduled appointments and within legally defined systems to avoid fraud, money laundering, or system overload. If you're in the United States, United Kingdom, or another allied country, your exchange window may open soon. But be extremely cautious. Don't fall for phishing websites, fake emails, or online offers demanding upfront fees for priority access. Iraq has made it clear that the public phase will be transparent, legal, and based on regulated channels. If you hold physical dinar, your focus now should be preparation. Verifying your holdings, consulting with certified financial experts, and remaining connected to trusted news sources like Iraqi Dinar News. Former Prime Minister Soudani has now officially initiated Iraq's currency revaluation process. Phase 1 is no longer speculation, it is active. Key global transactions are already being settled at the new rate. Financial systems are being reconfigured, digital infrastructure is being deployed, and international attention is locked in as Iraq takes a decisive step toward economic independence and global reintegration. This is not a fantasy. It is a carefully planned, legally supported financial transformation, one that could redefine not just Iraq's role in the region, but its standing across the world. For those who held on through years of uncertainty, now is not the time to relax. It's the time to act smartly. Prepare documents, know your tax strategy, build a team of trusted advisors, because your window may be opening soon, and you'll want to be ready. Thank you for staying with us on this historic journey. Subscribe for verified updates, stay alert for changes, and share your thoughts below. The Iraqi dinar is no longer just a hope. It's a movement, and here at Iraqi Dinar News, we'll be right here, keeping you informed every step of the way.